Hey, what's up? Welcome back, Factory Fam, to another episode of Factory Fiction. So on today's episode, I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. We're going to show you how to break down a door panel for upholstery work here on today's episode. Let's get it. Alright guys, so last episode I was doing more breakdown on the interior of the Flex. I stopped at the dash. I couldn't though. So I ended the video. I continued working on the dash. And I honestly was glad I didn't film it, just for the fact that there was a lot of choice words used. It was super frustrating. After everything is said and done, here, let's go take a look. I did get it out, but like I said, it was crazy frustrating. Look at this setup, by the way. We're drowning in car parts. Stuff's waiting to go places, other places. So here's our dash. So there it is. It was terrible, for real. As you can see, pretty much all the little copper screw brackets, they all had little tiny screws. So even all of these, stuff like that. But there was probably close to like 50 screws. Still wouldn't come out. What it ended up being was holding it up was that right there. I don't know if you can see it, but this metal bracket here has two bigger bolts that bolt to keep the airbag stationary that's under the dash. It was terrible. I did end up breaking the dash in two places. It's these pieces, and they honestly just go. Yeah, it's hard to tell. That's sitting on another box. So that's not part of the dash. So it broke here. It broke here and it broke here. That's why I had this piece sitting there. This actually bolts up here. So you will never see those. And those pieces, I kept them in case I needed a plastic weld or do something with them. But the dash is out. I promise I will do a more in-depth, I don't know, kind of DIY or explanation when we do the reinstall on the dash. But since the dash is out, it's all ready for the boys down at Crafted. This is getting wrapped. I'm really excited, you guys. Seats, door panels and dash, headliner, pillars. I mean, they're putting in work on this interior. Now, granted, I have a lot of work to do on the interior too. That's my pile. So that's all me. That'll be another video, but we're finishing everything else in the same finish. So let's go ahead and get back to our door panels. I gotta tell you guys, I searched all over the internet and I looked for a video or a write-up on how to disassemble a door panel for upholstery, and I could not find anything. So what we have here is our tools. We got a drill. The drill bit is what matters size-wise, and I'll show you that as we go. I need a size 7 ratchet, and that's Ford Flex specific, and it might apply to other Ford vehicles, but that's going to be specific to your car, what you end up encountering behind the door panel, which we'll get into in a minute. I got a needle nose pliers, and my favorite, my homemade pry tool, the autofocus. just a flathead screwdriver that's ground down and sanded down smooth. So it works great. So I'm gonna set this stuff aside for the moment and go ahead and grab our door panel. Let me go ahead and set the camera on the tripod so we can get going. All right, guys, so here we got our door panel laid out on the counter. And number one is gonna be pulling back the sound deadening material, which I mean literally is like, I don't know, just, I don't even know, like packing foam material, fabric-ish. I don't know, it's pretty much like that. We're actually doing sound deadening in the car, so we are gonna keep these, but I'm not gonna completely pull them off. But we do need to get to this center section. So there was little kind of places where it was, I don't know, plastic stamped welded on there. So we're gonna break those. I actually don't need to break that one, so I'm not going to. Yeah, we'll leave that one, okay? We'll pull it, you know what? It kind of just came apart on its own. So, all right, here we are. We're peeled back. Let me grab the camera here. So basically what we're doing is all these plastic welds here, we literally are just gonna take the drill and we're just gonna grind the head off. And I'll kind of explain to you how we end up reassembling. But if you want to reupholster pieces, that's how you're gonna need to do it. So number one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take out the window switch and we're going to take away the handle support. So this is the pull handle to open or to close the door mainly. So we're going to pop that off. That's what our 7mm bolts are, 1, 2. We're going to need to grind these two to get that off, but we'll pop those off first and then we'll start grinding, and I'll kind of explain and show you the process as we go here. Here's our 2 bolts. Set that to the side. We're just gonna put it around the top of that head, and you literally don't need to press at all. Let the drill do the work. Otherwise it's gonna grind too much and you're actually gonna drill through your panel part that you're trying to reupholster, which you don't wanna do that. That'll make you super unhappy later. See, I'm kind of didn't do quite enough on that one. There you go. That should do it for that. There we go. So we'll set that off to the side with our bolts. We are going to remember to go ahead and label everything as we're taking stuff apart. Oh! Yeah, we're definitely going to remember to label everything as we take stuff apart, bag it, because part of these are going to crafted, one of them is going to the painter, and then I'm going to go ahead and reassemble everything after everything is done, which I will explain to you how we're going to do that again. So let me go ahead and flip this bad boy around. And see if we can get a better angle with the camera. I think that's pretty good. So we're just gonna continue with just barely drilling out the tops of those. There we go. That's what we want. Let me go ahead and show you guys that up close. So there's, no, you can't see it. That's, gosh, I don't know why my autofocus is just not work very good on here. So that's our, there you go. That's the head of the plastic weld. Let me pop it off the tripod here. It's right, oh gosh. It's the autofocus, I just don't understand. So it's pretty flush, but it didn't take any extra off. So what we're gonna do when we reassemble is we're actually gonna take really short, fat screws, and we're gonna screw them into those mount points. Now I have noticed from the first one that I took apart that they're pretty shallow in some areas, so we might have to re-plastic weld and or use some of the Lord Fusor plastic bonding agent to put these back. But we're gonna do whatever we have to do because we're not taking these bad boys apart again. We're when they come back from crafted and they're covered to match the seats and everything else, that's how we want to leave them. That's the vision for the build, and that's how we're doing it. So. All right, so we got all of our welds broken on the top section. So we're gonna start popping her out here. Oh, that clip broke. We're gonna keep that together though. Wouldn't be too big of a deal. And they've always been NC, so literally just popping my little guy in there, and any spots that aren't loose still, we're just getting them. So that one didn't get hit quite enough on this side. There we go. So that caught and just pushed it on its own. This one's probably, no, that one's okay, dude. Pop it, and there she goes. So pop that off, and that's piece number one. So like I was saying, here's what we see after we take it off. So we have all these little mounting points, and see how they have holes in them. So we're literally gonna drive a screw through this hole with a nice big locking head on the back, and it's gonna basically screw into the center of these holes. See, these super shallow. So I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do that, but like I said, we got options, we'll do it. But that's piece number one. So this is just super fakey, vinyl, terrible awfulness. So yeah, man, those gotta go. So that's, let's see if I can get that. Huh? Here, let me grab it. So that's where we're at so far. So that pulled off that top portion right there. And that's what it looks like from the front. So now we're gonna go ahead and work on that silver section, which is gonna go ahead and get painted body color. So that'll be sweet. And then Crafted's also gonna get this center section. And then the rest of the door panels are going to get done by yours truly. So, and we'll explain that later, but really excited about it. So, all right, we're gonna drill the rest of these out and get it going. Here we go. I think that's all of them. I did forget to pop up the window switch though, which I will do now. It's just a couple normal pinch clips there. Just some of those guys. So we'll set that to the side also. And then this middle should be ready to pop out. So we'll start working it with our tool. Go ahead and make sure there's two little clips on each of these sections that just, oh, that one wanted to break a little bit. Like I said, we'll definitely take our time putting these back together because, like I said, we don't want to take them apart again. They're gonna look so freaking good when they come back. So, oh, I did this one. Should be able to work it out a little more though. Yeah, I see that one's kind of in there still. There's that, and I'm gonna miss this one. Go. All right. So we still got our two little clips intact. Now they're a little beat up. That's okay. Well, like I said, we'll make sure they're all back together 100%. So there's the fakey silver carbon fiber that came stock, which we're definitely getting rid of that, and it's super scratched up. So there's piece number 2. So we're on to piece number 3. So let's take a look. It's just this guy right here. Handle. All right. So let's work that off. It's a decent amount of mess too you get from this. Just heads up for you guys. So I always got the moving blanket laid out. It always works out really nice. So let's take our pry guy back here again and start working it. And oh, you want to wait? Oh yeah, I missed another one. Here we go. That should be. Oh, I didn't pinch my clip here. There we go. And that's it. Boom. So there's one clip back toward the back. Boom. Just pinch that guy. But yeah, this will be getting refinished too. Oh, it's gonna look so good. So that's it. So everything else I'm gonna go ahead and take care of here. So yeah, so we're gonna see how we can refurbish these and make them look all new and awesome. But that's one. So really wasn't that bad time-wise. You just got to be understanding what you're doing. Like I said, see, so if we look at how thin this panel is, super thin, right? So if you really, look at, I mean, me being careful, I still got really close. See how close that is? So we obviously can't put a screw in there. We'll screw in through the front. So we're gonna have to figure something out. You know, this one, good. This one, good, good, good. I feel like we have enough that it's gonna work out fine. We're gonna figure it out, and we have the other clips too. So, but what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna grab my small little baggies, and we're going to label all this stuff, and bag it up, label it, and move on to the next one. We got 2 more. I did one preemptively just to, I don't know, reaffirm myself that I can still do this. It's been a couple years since I did this on the regular, so just wanted to make sure it was going to come out how I wanted it. I wanted to be able to show you guys and give you a good tutorial on this, because like I said, I looked all over the internet, couldn't find anything even close. Everything I found was how to remove a door panel, which, I mean, if you're a car person and you've, you know, DIY'd anything, you've probably taken your door panels off, so it's really not something that you need help with. I mean, you might, but there's plenty of help on the internet. There's about 1 million videos, but none showing how to break your door panels down specifically for upholstery, this is what the video is all about. So give me a minute, I'll clean this up a little bit, and then we'll go grab another one, and we'll fast forward to the next. So, we got them all broken down. So that's what they look like. And like I said, I'm going to refinish all these. What you can see left, all those pieces are going to get refinished and then reapplied. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into that. We'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to think about exactly how we're doing these. But all in all, I'm super happy with today. We got all these ready to go to crafted. So it's going to be these and these. And these are going to be for paint. And then there's our other pieces. Like I said, it's kind of messy, obviously. But just lay something out. Make sure you're comfortable where you're at, and don't push on the drill. Okay. So we didn't have any mishaps through the day. Everything's going to be great. So I think everything should go back together okay. Like I said, we're going to have some creative solutions for a couple of these pieces, but hey man, it's custom one-off car work. That's how it goes. All right guys, that's where we're going to leave today's video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Let's talk, man. Let's build a car community. Today we showed you how to break down a door panel for upholstery and disassembly. We'll also do another video when we get all the pieces back. We'll put everything back together and do a reinstall video. It'd be great. It'd probably go back together quicker than they came apart. But as always, I'll show you the whole process. Remember guys, build your car for you. Somebody else who comments on the internet, they're not driving your car. So worry about your vision, stay true to your vision, build your car. As always, keep it real. We'll see you next episode of Factory Fiction. Peace!